Question number 14. Integration x square upon x cube minus 1 x cube plus 4 dx is equal to blank. This is your question. Now see, if we assume for x cube, then derivative of x cube is 3x square. So we assume for x cube, because here power is 1 more than this. So let we assume that x cube is equal to t. So answer will be 3x square dx is equal to dt. That is x square dx is dt by 3. So what we get here? I is equal to integration 1 upon 3. Right? So dt whole upon t minus 1. And this is t plus 4, right? And 1 upon 3 constant. Now, this is here. So, can I write this? 1 upon 3 integration t plus 4 minus t minus 1 whole upon t plus 4 into t minus 1 dt, right? That means no need to use partial fraction method, right? This is linear root. And we have to write adjust in numerator, write this root in numerator and adjust it. So tt will be cut. So 4 minus 1, that is 1, 5. So I am multiply by 5. So we have to divide by 5 also. So what is the answer? This is 1 upon 15 integration. If we bifurcate this, then we get 1 upon t minus 1 and minus. If we bifurcate, then we get 1 upon t plus 4 dt. 1 upon t plus 4 dt. So what is the answer? So final answer will be 1 upon 15 log more t minus 1 and minus log more t plus 4 plus c. Now this is log a minus log b. So answer will be 1 upon 15 log a t minus 1. T is x cube. So answer will be x cube minus 1 upon x cube plus 4, right? And plus c. That is in option number A is your correct answer. So option A is your correct answer, right? So in this type of factor, while it is given a linear factor, that is, if you are given a linear factor like this, then I is equal to integration 1 upon x minus a, x minus b factor are given, then you can use like this method, adjust, right? Either you can divide by b minus a, bigger minus smaller. So 1 upon b minus a into log a upon b, you can use directly, right? Second question is, if integration fx dx is log x raised to 5 by 5 plus c. Now as we discussed while we are learning this integration in preliminary stages, then I said if you want fx and fx is in integration, then you have to differentiate both sides. And if it is given f dash x, derivative is given, then you have to integrate. So here integration fx dx given and we require fx, so differentiating both sides. What we get? Fx is equal to d dx of this, that is log x raised to 5 divided by 5, right? And plus c. This is derivative required. Now for solving this question in exam, no need to write this step. Directly you have to differentiate this. So 1 upon 5 is constant as usual here. So fx is 1 upon 5 is constant and derivative of bracket raised to n. Bracket raised to n is n bracket raised to n minus 1, right? N bracket raised to n minus 1 and derivative of bracket is 1 upon x and plus c is 0, right? So you have to work, right? You have to do like this. So what is your answer? This 5 will be cut. So answer will be log x raised to 4 upon x, right? Log x raised to 4 upon x. That is your option number C. Third answer. Option C is your correct answer in your PDF. So option number C is correct answer. So remember this thing. If it is given integration fx dx and you want fx, then differentiate both sides. And if it is given f dash x and you require fx, then you have to integrate both sides. Okay? So this is very useful concept. Now same thing here. We apply this type of formula. So this is x raised to 5. If we take 5 to 0, this become x raised to 5. So I will be integration x raised to 5 minus x raised to 4 whole upon this is x cube minus x square dx. Taking highest x raised to 4 common from here. So we get x raised to 4 common. We get x minus 1 and here square common. So we get x minus 1 dx. So answer will be x square dx. And integration of x square is x cube by 3, right? So x cube by 3 plus c. So proper answer will be again option C. So option C is your correct answer, right? 17th question, integration 10x upon 9 times 10 square x plus 4 dx. Not a single formula is applicable, so changing this into sine cos, we get I is equal to integration 10x is sine x upon cos x into 1 upon 9 times sine square x plus 4 times cos square x. Sine square upon cos square, denominator goes to numerator. So this is cos square x dx. One cos will be cut, so remaining will be integration sin x cos x, right, whole upon 9 sin square x plus 4 cos square x. So 9 times sin square x plus 4 times cos square x dx. Now as you know, if in denominator there is a sin square cos square and in numerator there is a sin cos, then what you have to do, have to assume for denominator. So we assume for denominator is t. So let this 9 sin square x plus 4 cos square x is t. Now derivative of this is 9 as it is sin square derivative is 2 sin x cos x. So 9 into 2 sin x cos x plus 4 as it is, derivative of this is minus 2 cos x sin x, right, bracket over dx is equal to dt. So we get 18 sin x cos x, right. So 18 sin x cos x minus 8 sin x cos x and dx is equal to dt. So 18 minus 8 is 10 sin x cos x. That is sin x cos x is sin x cos x dx is 1 upon 10 dt. I am not writing 10 here, I am taking 10 directly here. So this sin x cos x dx is 1 upon 10 dt and this is t. So I will be 1 upon 10 integration t dt and integration of this is t square by 2, right. So 1 upon 10 t square by 2 plus c. So proper answer of this will be integration, sorry, we are making some mistake. This and this is, sorry, I make a mistake to write here. This is integration dx is 1 upon 10 dt and this is 1 upon t. Instead of that I am writing t. So answer will be 1 upon 10 log mod t plus c. That is 1 upon 10 log mod. Log mod is 9 sin square x plus cos square x. So your option number D, right? Option number D is your correct answer. So log mod t is 9 sin square x plus 4 cos square x plus c. So option D is your correct answer, right? Sorry, I am writing 1 upon t instead of t here, right? Now this is not a single formula is applicable because we want a square x square, nothing a square, nothing x square. So is derivative of the denominator is in numerator? Yes, if you multiply and divide by minus 3. So if you multiply and divide by minus 3, this is minus 3 and this is minus 3 and square root of 5 minus 3x dx. Then answer of this is f dash x upon root fx. You will have one formula, f dash x upon root fx dx. Integration is answer is 2 under root fx plus c. So answer of this is I will be minus 1 upon 3 into 2 times root fx. Fx is 5 minus 3x and plus c. So minus 2 by 3. Answer is minus 2 by 3 under root 5 minus 3x. That is answer A, B, C, D. Option D is your correct answer. So option D is your correct answer. Now this is cube root of 10x upon cos square x dx. Now no single formula is applicable, right? Not a single. Okay. So if we assume for 10x, the derivative of 10x is sec square x. Here is sec square x. So this is fx, this is f dash x. So this will be written as integration 10x raised to 1 upon 3 into sec square x dx. So this is fx and this is f dash x. So applying formula fx raised to n into f dash x dx, then fx raised to 1 power more. So 1 power more, that is 10x raised to 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 1 upon 3 plus 1. This is your answer, plus c. So this is 1 plus 3 is 4 by 3. That is 3 by 4. 10x raised to 4 by 3 plus c. So from options given, I think first option is correct answer. So option A is your correct answer. Right? So question number 20. Integration twice x upon under root 1 minus x square dx is your sine inverse 2x square plus 1 by k plus c. Then we have to find out k. This is a question from 2012 exam. Right? See, derivative of x square is twice x and here it is given x raised to 4. So assuming x square is equal to t, what we get? Let x square is equal to t. If we assume x square equal to t, then twice x dx will be dt. So your I will be integration, this twice x dx is dt whole upon square root of 1 minus x square is t. So x raised to 4 is t square. So 1 minus t square. So we have to find out last term to make this a perfect square. So last term is 1 upon 4. So we have to add and subtract 1 upon 4. So if we add and subtract, then this is dt upon square root of 1 minus plus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, right? Minus t square is there, right? So this is taking minus common, then this is t plus 1 upon 2 whole square. So we will get integration dt upon, this is 4 plus 1, 5. So under root 5 by 2 whole square. This is 5 by 2. So this is root 5 by 2 whole square. Taking minus common, this is become t plus 1 upon 2. So t plus 1 upon 2 whole square. So formula of root x square minus x square, that is sine inverse formula. So answer will be sine inverse x, that is t plus 1 upon 2 upon a is root 5 by 2 and plus c. So taking LCM and substitute value of t is x square. We will get sine inverse 2x square plus 1 divided by root 5 and plus c. And we have to find out k. So instead of k, what is here? Root 5. So answer is k is equal to root 5. That is your option number C. Right? So option C is your correct answer. So option C is your correct answer. Now this is the same sum as we did, that is question number 10. Right? This is the question number 10. So do it yourself again. Same question, not a single word is changed. So this question is repeated, so you have to solve yourself. Right? Now this type of question we solved in previously. Right? But in that example, in numerator there is a sine cos. But you know, if sine square cos square is in denominator and numerator is 1, then you have to divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. So dividing numerator and denominator by cos square x, 1 upon cos square x is sec square x whole upon cos square x divided by, that is 8 plus 3, this is 10 square x, and 1 upon cos square x is sec square x. right? Dx. This is not an MCQ question. This is a 2 or 3 marks question, right? I don't know whatever it marks, but this is not MCQ that I know, because in 2013 there is a semester system, right? First semester, second, third, and fourth, and in all semester there is a MCQ, right? 4 marks MCQ, 3 marks MCQ, 2 marks MCQ, and 1 mark MCQ. So these are this is a question from 2013. That's why this is not MCQ. So it takes a time, right? Now, if we assume tan x is equal to t, then we have sec square x dx is dt. So we have to change this sec square into 10. So changing this into 10, what we get? This is sec square x whole upon 8 plus 3 tan square x, right? Plus sec square x is 1 plus tan square x. So this is 1 plus tan square x dx. So 3 plus 1, 4 tan square x. So this is integration sec square x whole upon 3 plus 1 is 4 tan square x, right? Plus 8 plus 1 is 9. Now assuming tan x is equal to t, either derivative of the denominator, right? Tan x is equal to t, not a derivative of denominator, because there is a different thing. So we assume that let tan x is equal to t. So tan x is equal to t, that means sec square x dx is equal to dt. So this sec square x is dx is dt. So what is your I? I is equal to integration dt upon 4t square plus 9. 4t square plus 9. And as you know, always we need a coefficient of perfect square is 1. So taking 4 common. So taking 4 common, this become 1 upon 4 integration dt upon, this is t square plus 9 by 4, that is 3 by 2 whole square. So this is of the form 1 upon x square plus a square, that is 1 upon a tan inverse x by a formula is applicable. So 1 upon 4, we are solving MCQ, that's why I am not writing all formulas, I am only dictating a formula. So you have to listen carefully and apply that formula. If you don't know, then keep formula list with you and find out which formula is applicable, which formula I said, find out that and apply according to that as I told you. Okay? See, now 1 upon a is 3 by 2. Otherwise, I am applying similarly as I am not writing directly formula anything. 1 upon a, so a is this, tan inverse x is t. So tan inverse x is t upon a is 3 by 2, right? Plus c. Only difference is I am not writing the formula. I am applying directly formula 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a, right? So this is 1 upon 6 tan inverse 2 by 3. And what is t? T is tan x. So 2 by 3 tan x plus c. This is your answer. So from MCQ, what we have to find out? It is given a. So a is 1 upon 6. So a is 1 upon 6. Tan inverse b tan x. So b is 2 by 3. So b is 2 by 3. So AB will be 1 upon 6 into 2 by 3. That is 1 upon 9, right? So 1 upon 9. So your answer is 1 upon 9. AB is 1 upon 9. That is A, B, C, D. Option D is your correct answer. So option D is your correct answer, right? I have left off, right? So I am checking your answer from laptop here. Okay. Question number 23 from 2013 board questions. So log x, we need x instead of x. Log x is given. So assuming log x is equal to t, derivative of log x is 1 upon x is here. So everything is okay for us, right? So assuming let log x is equal to t, derivative is 1 upon x dx is dt, right? Now substitute this 1 upon x dx. So this is 1 upon x dx. This thing is dt. So I will be integration dt upon t square plus t plus 1, right? Now this is not a perfect square, so making perfect square, we have to find out last term, and you know in this type of question last term is always 1 upon 4. So this is integration 1 upon t square plus t plus 1 upon 4 plus 3 by 4. You know 1 minus 1 upon 4 is 3 by 4, and I said you remember this thing. For splitting out 1, last term is 1 upon 4, then you have to write 1 upon 4 plus 3 by 4, right? So this is integration 1 upon t plus 1 upon 2 whole square plus, this is the thing, but root 3 by 2 whole square dx. So formula of 1 upon x square plus a square, that is tan inverse formula, and this is very important formula for integration, right? So 1 upon x square plus a square is 1 upon a. So 1 upon a is root 3 by 2 tan inverse x. X is t plus 1 upon 2 whole upon a is root 3 by 2 plus c, right? So substitute value of t. What is t? T is log x. So answer will be 2 by root 3 tan inverse 2 log x plus 1 whole upon root 3 plus c, right? So your answer from question is 2 by root 3 tan inverse 2 log x plus 1 upon root 3. That is option B is correct answer. So option B is your correct answer. Now this is, if this is given, then I said take e raised to x is common. So if we take e raised to x is common, then this is integration, right? 1 upon e raised to x is common. So 1 plus 1 upon e raised to x is there dx, right? So this become integration e raised to minus x upon 1 plus e raised to minus x dx. Now answer of this is 1 derivative is 0, derivative of e raised to minus x is e raised to minus x into minus 1. So no minus, therefore divide and multiply by minus x. We get 1 plus e raised to minus x dx. So derivative of the denominator is in numerator. So answer will be minus log 1 plus e raised to minus x. I am writing e raised to 1 upon x and plus c. I am writing this as a 1 upon e raised to x. Taking LCM, we will get minus log modulus e raised to x plus 1 upon e raised to x plus c. But this is not a given answer. So take minus 1 to here, denominator becomes numerator, numerator becomes denominator. So take minus 1 power here. So this will be flipped. So what we get? Log e raised to x whole upon e raised to x plus 1 plus c. That is your option number A is your correct answer. So option A is correct answer, right? So another question from 2013 board exam is integration x cube plus 4x minus 3 upon x square plus 4 dx, and given answer is a x square plus b tan inverse x by 2 plus c. Then what is a plus b? That we have to find out. Now if this is not given, then we can find out the integration, that is tan inverse formula or standard formula, but given in numerator. Also power of numerator is x cube and denominator is x square. So this is not a proper rational function. So that method is not applicable, right? Using partial fraction method is also not applicable. So what we have to do? Now in this type of question, while it is given improper rational function, we have to adjust numerator in denominator in numerator. So taking x square common from this, only x common from this, what we get? I is equal to integration x common, then this is x square plus 4 minus 3 whole upon x square plus 4 dx. Now I think no need to say anything, it's clear. This will cut. So if you bifurcate, we get x dx minus 3 times integration 1 upon this is x square plus 4 is 2 square and dx. Right? See, this is the idea, right? So integration of this is x square by 2 minus 3. This is 1 upon a is 2 and tan inverse x by a is 2 and plus c. So what is a? A is 1 upon 2. So comparing with given answer, a is 1 upon 2 plus b. So b is minus 3 by 2 Then what is a plus b? So addition of this is minus 1, right? So a plus b is equal to half minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1. So minus 1 is your option number B. So option B is your correct answer, right?